Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. The group members.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Izzah Syairah binti Ahmad Zainal. My number matric is 2022-660206.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurmila Atira binti Masarudin. My matric number 2022821434.
My name is Nur Ain Asha binti Muhammad Sadeh and my matrix number is 2022898352.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Wan Farhana binti Wan Ahmad and my matrix number is 2022495066.
My name is Juliana binti Fazlur Rahman from BA2422B.
Let's start with the meaning of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a type of digital currency that called cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. It's created to function as money and a means of exchange free from the control of any one person, organization, or body. It may be bought on a variety of exchange and is used to pay miners for verifying transaction. The privacy of each Bitcoin transaction can be increased by using a separate Bitcoin address. Pattern of usage can be used to link transaction to people and enterprise. Data collection requirements may also apply to Bitcoin exchanges, which let users purchase and trade Bitcoins for fiat money in real-world currency. Cryptology or cryptocurrency is a form of digital money not backed by a central bank or government. Despite their name, cryptocurrency are not thought of as traditional currency. Several cryptographic techniques may use of validators to guarantee the currency integrity.
Mining is a process that uses computer power to solve complex mathematical problems that generates coins to create cryptocurrency units. Cryptocurrency are based on the blockchain, a distributed public ledger that keeps track of all transactions that are updated and held by holders in the Bitcoin network. Users can also purchase the currency from brokers and use cryptographic wallets to store and spend them. You don't own anything tangible if you own cryptocurrency. What you have is a key that allows you to transfer or record a unit of measurement. Blockchain technology could eventually be used to trade bonds, stocks, and other financial assets. And here, we will discuss 5 functions of Bitcoin and currency. First is achieving distributed consensus. Bitcoin was the first decentralized digital currency network. It enabled the creation of decentralized consensus without relying on a single central authority. A distributed consensus is reached when a significant number of people in different locations agree on something. Bitcoin overcome trust issues that had previously prevented widespread adoption of a decentralized currency. The second function is Bitcoin's blockchain. Bitcoin's blockchain includes a digital signature, McCarthy's, and the cryptographic concept of proof of work, making a distributed ledger a ledger that everyone has access to. First is digital signature. Digital signature is a user who are processing transactions that can instantly confirm that the requested transactions are genuine. Second, McCarthy's that allows transactions to be chained to each other. And the third is proof of work, that the use of proof of work is make it extremely difficult to change the accepted chain of transaction and ensure that one single chain of transaction predominates. The third function is digital signature. Digital signature are used to ensure the legitimacy of all network transactions. They provide an individualized stamp to each transaction that can only be generated with access to a private key. Transaction to an address can be thought of as a declaration of trust in the person who has the private key to that address. Fourth is McCarthy's. McCarthy's enable you to connect sequences of verified transactions. McCarthy's achieve this through the use of a hashing algorithm. The process of reducing a string of characters to a fixed length, value, or key is known as hashing. Each subsequent block in the blockchain includes a hash that can only be generated using the previous block hash. Hashing is a McCarthy's that are built with hashes, which are used to build a chain of data, and a new block of data can only be added to this chain by using the most recent hash. If one block is modified, the change will be propagated to the other blocks. And last function is proof of work concept. The proof of work system ensures that adding each transaction to the Bitcoin ledger takes some time, ensuring order and only one chain of blocks. Users who spend time processing transactions are compensated with cash units. If Bitcoin developers simply left things alone, alternative versions of the currency would proliferate. Each time a block with the year 2016 is added to the chain, the difficulty of entering more zeros increases. User must keep adding new characters to the block until the resulting hash contains a certain number of zeros. This is illustrated in the figure below, with only one characters are changed.
History of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was created by lone person who goes by the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. There were other digital currencies that share characteristics with Bitcoin, such as proof of work or digital scarcity. Adam Back's Hashcash and Wei Dai's B-Money were two concepts for distributed digitally scarce currency. Satoshi Nakamoto's essay, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, was published in 2008. With a 50 Bitcoin incentive, Nakamoto mined the first block of Bitcoins. Finney received the first 10 Bitcoins from Satoshi Nakamoto after downloading the Bitcoin software. The creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, mined over 1 million Bitcoins before to dissolving and removing himself from the Bitcoin community. A proto-market negotiation process, such as when 1,000 Bitcoins were used to indirectly buy 2 pizzas from Papa John's, defined the monetary value of Bitcoin. But those currencies were removed off the blockchain, and a better security mechanism stopped the current flow of Bitcoins. Now, we move to yearly period of growth. In 2011, the Bitcoin-related publication, Bitcoin Magazine, came up. Over 1,000 relators were using BitPay's payment processing service to take Bitcoin by 2012. By 2030, Bitcoin had started to catch the eye of regulatory bodies all around the world. That year saw a number of occurrences, such as the chain dividing into 2 Bitcoin networks. American Bitcoin miners were categorized as money service businesses, MSBs, which are subject to regulations such as a registration. They sought to sell the Bitcoins they had mined, and US law enforcement has uncovered Bitcoins in several cases. A project has been started in Kenya to integrate Bitcoin payments with the M-Solid Pesa system. On October 29, 2030, Robocoin and Bitcoinex launched the first Bitcoin ATM in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Federal Judge Amos Mazen of the 5th Circuit Eastern District of Texas determined that Bitcoins are a currency or a form of money. Moreover, BTC overtook Mt. Gox in Japan and Bitstamp in Europe to become the biggest Bitcoin exchange in the world in 2013. The People's Bank of China banned traditional Chinese financial institutions from utilizing Bitcoins. Terra Exchange received permission from the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, to offer an over-the-counter swap product using the price of a Bitcoin as an underlying asset. The total number of merchants in the world increased to over 160,000 in 2015. In the world as of September 2016, there were 771 Bitcoin ATMs. The fact that Ledger, the first cryptocurrency-related newspaper, was not founded until 2016 shows how slowly academia reacts to change in the field.
Thank you, Iza, for your explanation. Now, I will continue with the features of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency have 6 characteristics, which are near-infinity scalability, near-infinity decentralization, permissionless and trustless, low energy consumption, near-instant transactions, and zero fee. Beginning with the first features of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, near infinity scalability. This implies that they can handle millions, if not billions, of transactions per second. The scalability of Bitcoin is clearly an issue, and the Bitcoin community has debated several approaches to making it more scalable. Another feature of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency is decentralization. The three types of blockchains are public, consortium, and private. In these private blockchains, consensus is determined by all public miners, a small group of consortiums nodes, or a single entity. Aside from that, one of the features highlighted is permissionless and trustless. This characteristic is integral to centralization. Permissionless votings mean there is no third party dictating how to vote, thus guaranteeing access to the system. The term trustless refers to the fact that nodes do not need to trust one another in order to vote. Furthermore, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency consume little energy. Mining is now not only centralized but also extremely energy intensive due to the POW design. First, as graphic technology, GPU was added to boost desktop computer hash power. As Bitcoin mining become more popular, CPU become inefficient. The use of massive ASIC mining farms and GPU raises both the economic and environmental cost of Bitcoin mining. Following that, another feature is near instant transaction. One of Bitcoin's major challenges has been long transaction time, which has resulted in multiple forks aimed at addressing the issue. Blockchains such as Nano, Elasto, Quartz, and Zilliqa, on the other hand, already have the technology to support thousands of transactions per second, while maintaining near infinite decentralization. Finally, there are no fees. To become more common, cryptocurrency transactions must be less expensive than credit card fees or the cost of processing cash at the register, while high transaction fees encourage miners to participate in the blockchain and ensure the legitimacy of cryptocurrency. They may also drive users to rival cryptocurrency or fiat money. Let's move to usage of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency. First, I will start with the usage of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency in worldwide. I will highlight that Bitcoins and cryptocurrency in worldwide can use as a cheaper solution to sending money across border and as a remittance and transfer companies in the country. The reliance on remittance and the prevalence of peer-to-peer funds payment have resulted in a sharp increase in cryptocurrency used in Africa's largest economy. Nigerians were the most likely of 74 countries in the Statistical Global Consumer Survey to say they use or own cryptocurrency. Almost one-third of Nigerians said they were true of them, according to Bitcoin.com. The high cost of sending money across border has led many to turn to local cryptocurrency exchange that cater to overseas workers and their families. Nigerians also frequently use their phones to send money to one another or to pay for goods in stores. Businesses in the country also has recently added crypto plugin to their phone payment options, providing another way for Nigerians to use cryptocurrency in their daily life. Next is the usage of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency in Malaysia. Despite being legal in Malaysia, cryptocurrency are not regarded as legal cash. In a statement directly confirming Bitcoin's non-legal money status, Bank Negara Malaysia cautions the public to be cautious of the risk associated with the usage of such a digital currency. Malaysia's Finance Minister asserted in 2022 that it was doubtful that the government will soon change the stance toward cryptocurrency, saying that digital assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum are not fit to be employed as a payment instrument. In general, digital assets are not good trade and value store. That's all from me, and I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Miriam, and now I want to explain about the advantages and disadvantages of Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Let's start with the advantages first. As we all know, Bitcoin has a lot of benefits that we can gain from it. Firstly, it can be accessible and versatile currency. Since it only takes a few minutes to transfer Bitcoins to another user, it can be used to purchase goods from services from ever-growing list of places. This makes spending money in another country and exchanging for other currency easier. With a bonus of having little no fees applied, Bitcoins can also be easily sold at any moment. Next, user privacy and transparency are also the advantages of Bitcoin. Despite the fact that Bitcoin users are not completely anonymous, they may be identified by their raw data and may own huge social keys. This prevents external tracking while enabling source tracing of transactions. Where the transactions are always accessible to the public, blockchain technology protects them from fraud. Example, as the wallet owner, you are the only one who knows how many Bitcoins you make. Regardless of whether or not your wallet's address becomes public, you can generate a new wallet address for safety and privacy purposes whenever your wallet's address becomes public. Bitcoin transactions do not acquire any personal information, hence enhancing user privacy.
Unlike traditional money systems in which our personal information may be exposed by the banks, Bitcoin transactions do not require any personal information. Furthermore, Bitcoin also has a tremendous return potential. The value of Bitcoin is notoriously volatile, fluctuating significantly monthly and occasionally daily. Extreme price volatility, cryptocurrency users may view this as one of Bitcoin's advantages, which could result in high return. Because an increasing number of users view Bitcoin as a promising global currency, the majority of investors and business have chosen to utilize it. This increases the potential for higher returns for those who purchase the asset at a lower price. Last but not least, encryption and dissemination are other Bitcoin benefits. Bitcoin is completely safe at its basis, and in each of its actions, it employs one of the most strong cryptographic systems available, more powerful than those used by banks or vital services in our daily operations. Due to its dispersed nature, it is resistant to network disruptions and assaults. No other computer system has been operational 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for more than 8 years. Unlike other systems, a solar storm would not harm Bitcoin. Now, moving on to the disadvantages. Despite its rapid expansion and large user base, Bitcoin has a lot of disadvantages to consider. Everyone must be aware of poor knowledge and understanding, as you will be amazed to learn how many of your friends are uninformed about the digital currency and Bitcoin, which are making millionaires every day. The downturn of Bitcoin is it does not exist in physical form, which is regrettable. Bitcoins are a form of digital currency without a physical representation. Consequently, they cannot be used in physical stores. Prior to usage in actual stores, they must be converted to other currencies. There has been no response to the notion of storing Bitcoin information on cards, which was made. Due to competition, merchants will struggle to support all Bitcoin cards. Consequently, Bitcoins will need to be converted nonetheless. Moreover, there are no government regulations in force. Bitcoin's decentralization currency is one of its positives, but it may also be viewed as a disadvantage due to the unregulated nature of Bitcoin investments. Unlike transactions involving a central bank, Bitcoin transactions are susceptible to fraud since they lack legal protection and are often irrevocable. As a result of Bitcoin's decentralized nature, there is no way to guarantee a minimum value. Consequently, if a big number of investors decide to stop using Bitcoins and sell them, the value of the cryptocurrency may decline, affecting those who have large amount of it. In addition, Bitcoin is exposed to significant price volatility, which have negative effects. Despite the fact that Bitcoin is the most liquid and widely traded cryptocurrency, it is nevertheless susceptible to large price fluctuation over brief intervals. As a result of anti-God's bankruptcy, Bitcoin's value decreased dramatically. The valuation of Bitcoin's market resulted in the loss of billions of dollars when Bitcoin's value plummeted in early 2018 after soaring in late 2017. Bitcoin's volatility may benefit speculative traders in the short term. However, it is unsuitable for long-term investors. Customers cannot use Bitcoin as a legal medium of exchange. However, because its purchasing power fluctuates significantly from week to week, there are also other factors that influence Bitcoin's volatility, such as headline making news that is perceived as bad by investors, the uncertainty about its future value and uses, as well as security breaches. Lastly, for disadvantages is Bitcoin are irreversible. Since Bitcoin transactions are anonymous and unregulated, another disadvantage is the lack of security. Transactions done through Bitcoin are irreversible and final, so nothing can be done if the wrong amount is sent or if sent to the wrong recipient. That's all from me. Let's move on to the next part.
The fact that cryptocurrencies are being utilized increasingly often in the global financial system suggests that, for better or worse, they will unavoidably be a factor in international welfare. In the alternative for the financial institution of Ukraine, they impede the public access to the bank account and foreign cash. Some inhabitants of Ukraine have to switch to cryptocurrencies. The fact that cryptocurrencies are being utilized increasingly often in the global financial system suggests that, for better or worse, they will unavoidably be a factor in international welfare. In the alternative for the financial institution of Ukraine, the impact that impede the public access to the bank account and foreign cash. Some inhabitants of Ukraine have switched to cryptocurrencies. According to Ukraine's Deputy Minister for Digital Transformation, blockchain technology and digital asset will help bring the whole government online and revive the nation economy. He said the ministry objective, which began 2 years ago, is to bring 100% of government service online and develop a digital state to make all government service transparent, easy to use, and convenient for Ukraine residents. A year and a half ago, the Minister of Digital Transformation and his team helped draw laws to legalize digital asset in the country and make Ukraine one of the world's most crypto-friendly nations, which result in the creation of a bank digital currency, the e-hryvnia. According to Bornyakov, the e-hryvnia was planned to be implemented in partnership with Ukraine's national bank, the National Bank of Ukraine, before the end of 2022. However, the Russians' invasion destroyed all of their preparation. Ukraine was meant to use cryptocurrency as a launchpad into the future. Instead, it is proving to be an important lifeline in a war-torn country. This fund had been used to help humanitarian agencies that were distributing support to Ukraine. Food, clothing, and bulletproof vests are among the items that must be procured for soldiers. Millions of money have flowed in cryptocurrencies to fund Ukraine's activist group and the military. The $100 million in cryptocurrency has been sent to its Ukrainians. Ukraine government also launched the website that centralized its script-based fundraising effort. This website explained that Ukraine accepting several cryptocurrencies to support its fight against Russia, and it's also open donation in form of fiat money. At least some of the Ukrainians who are currently fleeing the country appear to be carrying their cryptocurrencies, which they intend to trade for fiat money once they reach safety. It appears that others are turning to cryptocurrency as a means of storing wealth as the country's economy collapsed since the Central Bank of UK banned electronic cash transfer at the start of the invasion and currently forbidden Ukrainian citizens from withdrawing foreign currency for a variety of transactions. As we know, the war between Ukraine and Russia is causing so many drawbacks for the global economy that it affect the interest rate, stock market, foreign exchange market, commodities, and exchange rate. But cryptocurrencies have no effect at all. The three major cryptocurrencies has not faced a significant effect from the conflict between Ukraine and Russia compared to other markets. This is because the fundraising using cryptocurrencies helped the price of cryptocurrencies remain stable and a bit volatile during the first 2 months of war. There are several reasons why the Ukrainian government chose to use cryptocurrency as a major medium of donation instead of fiat money. This is because cryptocurrencies is less affected by some factors, such as geopolitical or microeconomic factor. At the moment of the war, the hryvnia currency dropped drastically, so it is useless to do a fundraise using hryvnia currency. When cryptocurrency is less affected by the current situation, it becomes relevant to use the fund without worrying about the depreciation of crypto value. On the other hand, Mikhailo Fedorov, Ukraine's digital transformation minister, turned to his deputy, advising on preparing the official government wallet that accepts transactions in cryptocurrency. In addition, Mikhailo Fedorov also said the banks were limited, there were constraints on the use of fiat currencies, and there were insufficient supplies of flat currency. Therefore, only cryptocurrency makes the transaction easy due to the many restrictions. Another reason is that the transfer of crypto from one party to other party is pretty fast compared to transferring fiat money. Fiat money may take 2 until 3 business days to settle the transfer because it involves foreign currency exchange, while cryptocurrency take less time because it does not involve any exchange. People all over the world might be used the same cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has several major types that most people use, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance. Compared to using fiat money, every country has its own currency. There are almost 180 types of fiat money in this world. The system will most likely crash. Other than that, cryptocurrency transactions are open 24 hours, which really enable people around the world to channel their funds to the fundraising platform. Every country has a different clock time. As an example, in Malaysia, it's 12 p.m., while in United States of America, it's 12 a.m. So, the market in the USA is closed, while in Malaysia, it is open. However, there are some drawbacks to the Ukraine opening a donation using cryptocurrency. At first, Ukraine Deputy Minister for Digital Transformation want to mint Ukraine's own crypto as a show of support for relief cost, but the mission was cancelled for uncertain reason. What happened after the project was cancelled is that some people took an opportunity to mint and market a fake version of crypto that was not official from the government. As a result, some people who are not up to date on the news may purchase fake cryptocurrency disguised as government issue cryptocurrency. This is also known as a scam. Before purchasing a cryptocurrency, we must exercise caution and conduct research. The campaign was successfully implemented from the start of the Russian invasion. The analysis from the crypto firm elliptic the government tweet that on March 2nd, Bitcoin, Tron, Ethereum, Polkadot, Dogecoin, and Solana had listed in the government Twitter that they have received more than 96,000 cryptocurrency donation, with the amount $46.7 million will be channeled to the government. More than $54 million had been donated to the country by governmental organization. In conclusion, the Ukraine strategy of fundraising using cryptocurrency was a brilliant move made by the leader of Ukraine because it is more convenient to channel funds to the Ukraine government since the war started. Ukrainians' financial institutions have limited the access of the public to bank account and foreign currency. So, this is the initiative to get funds from people around the world before invasion began. The Ukraine government already planned to use cryptocurrency as a launchpad into the future.
Lastly, for conclusion, cryptocurrency is a type of digital currency designed to function as money and a form of payment independent of any single person, group, or entity. Satoshi Nakamoto created a Bitcoin in 2009. Cryptocurrency typically used to achieve distributed consensus and to use electronic signatures. Because of the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, access to bank accounts and foreign currency has been restricted. Will Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency becomes the future money? Yes, because of near infinite scalability, decentralization, low energy usage, and instant transaction. Furthermore, Ukraine used cryptocurrency to collect donations because their value is less affected by geopolitical and microeconomic factors than fiat currency.